contemporaneo, un pilota che continua a correre con una Ferrari, tra le altre cose, con una 430 CP nel campionato italiano, ma che sta anche avvicinandosi ad un'altra professione.
So we've got here Nino Vaccarella, also known in his home country as the Flying Headmaster. He actually had a business school in Palermo, and so he drove to work every day on the roads of the Targa Florio, where he was absolutely unbeatable in his era. Here he is today driving what many people would consider to be the first Ferrari. It's the 1940 Autoradio car that Ferrari built, but he couldn't put his name on as his
Ci vuole una standing ovation per Nino Vaccarella, che è ritornato al volante di un'auto da corsa proprio oggi. Era da tantissimo tempo che non saliva su una macchina del genere.
Crowd giving a standing ovation then to Nino Vaccarella, back in a racing car for the first time in many, many years at the wheel of this car, which there are only two ever built, and this is the sole survivor of those. We've got Piero Ferrari himself driving a perfect factory replica of the actual car which gave his father his very first success as a racing car constructor. Here it is, Piero Ferrari at the wheel of the Ferrari 125. This is the model of the car which way back in 1947 won Ferrari's first major race in the Grand Prix at Rome. And it said that when the car was finally ready at the gates of the Ferrari factory, Gioacchino Colombo, the designer, was about to get into the car and test it, and Enzo Ferrari walked up to him and said, "Just one moment, engineer, this one, if you don't mind, I'll test myself." He came back out for a couple of hours, having got up to 150 kilometers an hour on the road to Formigine, handed over the keys and said, "Yep, that car will do nicely."
Adesso abbiamo la macchina fondamentale. La prima Ferrari che vince un Gran Premio e la guida Felipe Massa.
Felipe Massa driving the 375 400 horsepower. This is the car that finally beat Alfa Romeo, the mother of Ferrari, if you like, in racing back at Silverstone, if I remember correctly, in 1951. The great Hampus Bull, Royland Gonzalez at the wheel. Driven in today, the Ferrari team driver. Look at that car go.
Felipe Massa, di cui ho visto anche la sua prima gara in automobile, con Casino poi fa come i capelli.
Si diverte davvero.
Un'avventura che passa la Ferrari, mettetevi d'accordo.
La potenza non lo troverà sorprendente, ma la mancanza di tenuta di strada, l'assenza del servosterzo e i freni quasi non esistenti, quelli sì che saranno interessanti per lui, se non ci è abituato.
Ma Felipe è un pilota molto istintivo che infatti si trova molto bene. Felipe Massa sulla 375, la prima Ferrari Formula 1 ad aver vinto un Gran Premio.
Look at him slide that thing.
Benissimo, la frizione della 375 è sana e macchina del 1951, guardate, si permette l'anni bornale.
You can see why tire manufacturers earn so much money.
E adesso
back in the period, racing against greats like Pancho, Moss of course, Mike Hawthorne, they all competed against these cars. This really was the class of the field back in 1953. Gerhard Berger, that great ex-Formula 1 Ferrari driver, always a favourite with the crowds, enjoying himself in the
approccio estremamente professionale, primi giri di studio, quasi
So we have today in this little 166 Formula 2 car of 1968, a man who hasn't sat in the car almost 40 years. It's Andrea driving his old 166, who must come for the first time since 1968.
Aveva già debuttato in Formula 1, aveva preso parte ad una corsa e la stessa cosa accadeva anche alla temporale argentina. Ma siamo su una macchina del 1975 del mondo del 1975.
T of 1975, driven here for the first time in many years by the great Austrian champion Niki Lauda, who looks like he's having a lot of fun.
Dai tempi di John Santis, che una Ferrari non vinceva il campionato del mondo, c'erano macchine difficilissime nel 1974, che era la terza gara del campionato del mondo. Lauda, ragazzoni, e buttarono con questo monoposto il telaio numero 018. Lauda prese i punti mondiali e arrivò in Austria a casa sua il primo dei suoi mondiali. Una vettura che ha fatto la storia, la prima poi fu costretta a sopportare il ritorno delle vetture Renault, che erano turbo, delle Williams e delle Ligier, ma la grande formazione che era composta da John Serper e Gilles dimostrò
The first race that I was ever taken to was by my father in 1979. It was the Monza Grand Prix, and I saw that actual car win the race and the championship with that actual driver. It's Jody Scheckter in the 1979 Ferrari T4, the car that gave Ferraris its last world championship for many years. A beautiful car that we had driven by Scheckter. What a wonderful sight it is. And a wonderful sound.
Johnny Scheckter, uomo da fare il buon pilota che corre negli Stati Uniti, Thomas Scheckter, che sta venendo su bene suo figlio. E tu devi sapere che Teata